T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone! The moment I've been waiting for a minute. The jet version of Transformers TDO series Shatter from the Bumblebee movie. I never thought there would be a day where a single Transformer would get their own movie, but it's here, and this is one of the products from that. Shatter, Dropkick, and Blitzwing, even for the people that were in the movie very briefly, they left a lasting impression because of their action scenes. And Shatter was in there longer, definitely, and her personality was really cool. Like, she was definitely like a cool calculating replacement for Megatron, or the cool calculated Starscream. You know, they always had those episodes where Starscream was actually intelligent during G1 and he was able to manipulate humans and whatnot. But here's the packaging. She's number 59. Here's that artwork right there. As you can see, she doesn't have like a pretty girl face. And there we go with this. So even though they tried to get more G1 with certain characters, they definitely kept the Michael Bay-verse influence for other characters, especially the Decepticons. Here is her Sector 7 backdrop right there. Now, even with the backpack that she's packing, she can still stand there at least a little bit. No, she can still get on there. That's good. Unless I'm mistaken, I heard that her likeness was somewhat based on Nightbird. I mean, I can kind of see it in the face. Like, they try to give her like a smooth mouth where you actually don't see lips and whatnot, but when she talked, you could see the lips. But there you are. Well, I think they capture her movie likeness way better in this one. It is a weird looking, clockwork, mechanical looking face. But while we're here, let's let you see the details for yourself. I like that they're using like a double layered plastic right here. They have the gray plastic, but they put this red plastic on there for the chest plate. And the only thing that's not accurate to the movie, she had the wings, but they were like independently suspended like back here. She didn't have all of this in the middle. You definitely didn't see any jet parts. And I don't believe she had jet wings on the legs, so they couldn't possibly at this price point hide stuff like that. So you have to deal with it. Alright, here she is next to this waste of $20. Her original car mode only self. This one has car mode fake out pieces because she doesn't become a car. But yeah, this thing, if you didn't watch my review for her, besides it not being accurate like that face, I don't think she ever wore a mask like that ever. Besides that, the arms fall off without any provocation. Well, I did provoke it out. I lifted up like you're supposed to be able to do with an action figure, and it came off. And these things right here, these clip-on parts of the car, definitely falls off. So easy. It's frustrating. The legs don't go out. But even if you see this thing for $10 or more, unless you are a number box collecting completionist, do not buy this thing. I felt like as soon as I opened it, I felt my $20 flushing down the toilet because it was so frustrating. I'm going to leave her there because I want to compare these guns that I've stored here. Now, the wings, you have options. They're supposed to be like this behind her, but you can lift them up to get greater arm range and whatnot. But here are the weapons, if I can get them in my hand. Looks like that has like a little scope thing on there, a little tiny barrel. Basically, put it in our hand and encapsulate the hand, cover the hand, make it look like the hands are actually transforming into the gun instead of her actually holding it. Which in G1, their hands used to transform into a whole bunch of things, weapons included. But that is a cool thing that I think was mainly instituted in the Michael Bay movies where their hands would turn into weapons. Bumblebees did that. They did that a lot in Transformers Prime, and it definitely carried over here. But you can see that these guns are different. I have a feeling she's completely based on prototype images, and they had enough time to put this one in the oven to cook for a little bit. Let's get into the articulation. The head is the main thing that's lacking here. She can turn about that much and about that much. And since it's one of those ball joints where the ball joint goes down instead of up into the head, we have awkward articulation right there, so that sucks. What I'm most likely going to do after this review is I'm definitely going to shave the bottom of that down because it makes it hard for her head to turn. Like, I can force it, but I'm scared I'm going to break that over time. Her shoulders are on a ball joint, so she can go out that far and, of course, swing around. These are on a bicep swivel. Elbows bend 90 degrees, nothing in the wrist. Legs, all these joints are tight. So this is like scary tight. It almost feels like you're going to rip the freaking post that her leg is on. But she can do that. On this ball joint, she can kick out to the side. That one can't. So they definitely made sure to mold this one so that the legs can go up in there like that. Sort of has the same type of articulation below the knee where that swivels and then bends here. Because of the way it can bend, you can bend it a little bit more than 90 degrees. And you saw what the foot does inadvertently. There is no ankle pivot. I'll be glad when they start incorporating that into all studio series. But she also has, if you lift these shoulder things up like this, she can rotate right here due to transformation. So that's the waist rotation. You can consider that waist rotation. And you can detach this. It's on double hinge system, just like Sentinel Prime. So she has ab crunch and the waist rotation and the ability to kick up. So you can get her into some crazy freaking poses, and I love it. And there's a standpoint right there so she can be held suspended while doing a pose like this. That is cool. If her feet could come down, let me see if you can't really move this out the way. It can't really move it. If this could get out the way more, she could put the feet down and everything. And if she had ankle pivot, that would be supreme. Bonus, I almost forgot to show this off. You can put siege blast effects on the tips of these guns. So yeah, they're thinking. They just need to start adding effects with these characters, but that will bring the price up. And as far as the quality, like I said, this thing feels like crap falling apart. This feels like, and you're gonna have to bear with me, this is what I've been explaining to people that I've talked to about her. And this head does go in there easily. You have to put your finger like that to get it back up. It feels like a Voyager class toy, but shrunk down to Deluxe class height. Speaking of Deluxe class, here is Siege Hound. So putting into consideration that she comes with all this backpack, she's only a little bit tall, a little bit shorter than him. Transformation, there's quite a few steps, but I figured it out by myself. Oh, and I forgot to mention that she's mistransformed in the package. I was able to get her somewhat like this. Like, I don't even remember how this was. I think this wasn't up there like that. This definitely wasn't in here. And the wings were like flipped in such a way where they were completely, I think they were like this. They were completely incorrect. But let me get her back into the position she was in. Anywho, push the head, or detach this right here. And you might as well go ahead and close that. Push the head down because that's going to keep going in there anyway. We can shut this to form the nose cone. Go ahead and detach her body from this right here. We can put the landing gear up. push the arms forward like this, but rotate the forearm like that. Rotate the forearm like this, like kind of straight out from our chest. Then we can, with things like this, go ahead and rotate that. Go ahead and detach here, and rotate that down. Detach here, rotate this down. Come on. And now bring these arms together like that. Now up here. I always forget which way these wings are supposed to actually turn. I'm turning them out, but we need to have this thing straight like this right here. And basically the wing is how it should be. So we're turning this out, getting this straight. And yeah, the wings is how it should be. Now we lift this up this direction. Now we can close this. Go ahead and bring that here while the legs are dangling down. Bring that to here. Go ahead and rotate this down like that and basically shove it in the front up here, and that'll bring this wing into there. Bring that down, shove it into the front right there. Don't worry about any of this, just kind of lift this over these two flaps on the side, and let's get to the legs. The legs, the feet go up, the knees rotate. This, and I don't understand how this works, but that slides down and gets right into position. It feels like it's doing more than just sliding. We'll rotate this one too and slide that down. It's weird how it works, but it works. Now we can smash these together. Okay. And now we bring this up into, stay together, arms. Bruh. You know what? Pinch these and then pinch these gray bits into place right there. Keep holding that. And now plug it up underneath of there. Once you do that and give it a good squeeze, that stays together. And go ahead and overlap these wings, clamp them together. And bring this down. Bring that down. Like, give everything a good squeeze once you get it together, and she becomes a solid freaking jet. Like, not a lot of kibble under there. This kind of reminds me of the Starscream jet from Transformers Prime, where it was like a sleek body under there, and it's way sleeker than a typical normal jet. I'm feeling like I probably didn't do something right, because, or you know what, I might not have seen all this space right there because I was in a darker room, and now I have lights shining on everything. But here we go. She is the jet. I've been showing this the whole time. Cockpit doesn't open. Kinda looks like it would. Does have landing gear here. This landing gear that's on the back of her legs is there permanently. Doesn't actually roll. You can take her guns and plug them here. I think typically in a jet like this, these would be missiles, but these are sort of like a rotating Gatling gun type situation. And the port that can keep her suspended is still right there in jet mode. So that's cool that remains to be accessible. Here she is next to Jeep Bumblebee, who we'll see later. And that's super duper cool that they're close to the same size in robot mode, but she becomes way bigger looking, just like in the movie. Especially compared to Bumblebee. It's cool that he's able to condense down this small. That's really cool, to be honest. So that's a whole lot of mass shifting in both directions. Bruh. Transforming this thing sucks. I'm gonna have to watch my review for this. I don't even remember if I transformed it in both directions. But horrible. I had to basically break it apart like a puzzle and put it back together. But of course they look nothing alike. You can see the color scheme translates over here, except this gray color right there. This is just red and black. In the movie, I think it was just mostly red, black, and gunmetal and silver. So, I don't know. Somebody actually there's a third-party company making a figure that can actually go from this to a robot to a car. The car is the mode that suffers the most, but looking at this, it's not far off. Look up third-party Bumblebee Shatter. And here's this comparison right here before we get to his review. So, they're roughly about the same height in robot mode, like really close. Shatter is appropriate. Both versions are appropriately taller than Bumblebee because Bumblebee was small in the movie. But yeah. But anywho, oh crap. Let's do reverse transformation because I made that a staple on my Studio Series reviews. Check out my Studio Series playlist for figures you may have missed. Do that. And what I do is, I guess we can start breaking that apart a little bit and then mostly getting that out, bringing this down. We're going to start with the legs. Rotate at the knee here, rotate at the knee there, shift that there, slide this up, bring the foot back, and this middle part of the wing goes in between the back of the heel. Lift that up, lift that up. Alright. Now, we go ahead and pull these turbines out of that area right there. Kind of lift it up into this orientation for now. Go ahead and bring this up, bring that out, and I'm gonna flip this around in this orientation. Bring the arms down, rotate the forearms, and bring the head up. I guess now we can accordion that. Bring this out first, but accordion that and kind of get. Let's just save that for last. Now we need to open this on her back. Lift that up. Lift this up. Yeah, like that. Get that into position. And now we need to rotate this up this way and bring the wings down like this and kind of bring this out. You can do whatever you want, but they suggest that they go back like that in the instructions. This thing, there's a little tiny tab right there that goes into the nose right here. Put that there. It's not a super secure fit, but it's good enough. Go ahead and bend this down, bringing this out and putting it like that. Her head, this neck sucks. Now she's back into a robot, but the final thing though is we need to clip that into place. Clip this into place and lower things like this. And now you can put the guns either on her wings like I had it at first or back on the hands, and that's not her gun. I'm gonna put them in her hands because I like them in the hands. And let's let you see how the hands are detailed. I don't think I went into that. There we are. So, there you go. Here's Shatter. She is one of my favorite freaking Studio Series Deluxes. It might be the favorite. It's between her and this this freaking Bumblebee right here. I mean, I'm just noticing that he has one light right here. I did drop this in the daggone floor. Did I break that off? I don't remember if he had 2 lights now. I'm gonna have to look. But anyway, it's not his review. I really like this Shatter a lot. It's one of, if not the best deluxe class. Outside of the Bumblebee, like I was saying, and I like scrap metal to construct the gun. But anywho, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you like this figure, let me know what you think about the figure. Let me know what you think about my review. Thank you for watching. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click that shit.